We're back.
You did it this time. So, Jean-Baptiste and
Jean-Philippe.
Jean-Philippe, just call him Jean. So, JP and Darius are at the end, all the way at the end of the office. The three assassins can easily overtake their only escape out. And it is their only escape out. The only other way is through the window, and when Frank did that, spoiler alert, he died. So, he legit died at the end of the second book. Or at the end of Angle of the Angels. The second to that, the series to the sequel to that.
In a previous book.
Yeah, in a previous book, Frank fucking dies. And so I'm just saying, even Frank couldn't get away from fucking free fall, terminal velocity of that nature. So, of course...
Not without a shoot or feather fall spell.
Actually, no, he was completely out of energy by then. He had burned through all of his power stones by then. His refresher stones that he carries. Yeah, all those refresher rocks.
Senzu beans.
He ran out of Senzu beans. There was no way for him to escape this death. And then it's revealed that this all actually ended out. So, here's the thing. Darius can't run. Darius is going to have his fight right then and there with these fucking high-powered, tentacled assassins.
Darius would realize this, and give a sigh of reluctance and use what combat knowledge he learned.
Engage in the fisticuffs, my friends. Yeah, but Jean-Baptiste would be like...
He would have, in his thing, he would have done some form of... It's Japan.
It's Los Angeles.
Well,
either way.
Right. Well, no, he probably would have picked up something from a, illusionary dojo. That
Harkonnen would have trained him in the very least. I mean, yeah. Just saying. And which I would point out, Harkonnen is a better hand-to-hand fighter than. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's just definitely better than Kaegro.
Kaegro would have been like, "Here's a knife. I am going to show you how to do wondrous things with this knife."
As they're preparing for war, as the three assassins are just running at them, he's like, "Let us engage in the fisticuffs, my dudes." That's when Jean-Philippe is going to go, "That's not a knife. This is a knife." And give him, maybe not a... No, Jean-Philippe gives him a Bowie knife, and he has a rapier belt knife, dude. I want Jean-Philippe to have a rapier belt knife.
He might... for his class, I did take scythe as his martial weapon. He has one of those push-button, fucking capsule core scythes.
Would he have that, you think?
You never know. It's entirely up to you.
Do me a favor. Roll lower than me.
It wouldn't do...
You got the grill. You got the thing. You can roll that one.
It wouldn't be any different from a normal scythe.
Wait.
Be...
Wait. If this one rolls lower than that one normally, and I just said you have to roll lower than me, you're going to want this one then. If I'm rolling higher on this one. And before everything gets flipped upside down.
No, it's just...
Roll lower than a fuck. Roll lower than 10? Okay.
Literally.
Sorry, bro. You don't got the scythe. It's just, but it's still gonna be a situation where Philippe has the rapier belt, the belt rapier.
Well, no, it's just a thing I've always liked. It's kind of like one of the things.
He can work for that. He can work towards that. But for right now,
you never know if Butterscotch is there.
Basically, what happened is that he didn't really have a lot of time when the world was unraveling, so he had to leave the clothes on his back.
Oh
yeah. So
he's got like a backpack full of extra clothes, and that's about it.
I wouldn't even say he had that. Like I said, the world is unraveling. You got 5 minutes to leave. We love you very much. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it's not to say that he's not going to build up towards that once again. So, and meat hooks is another thing that happens in Neo Los Angeles that I thought about. I forgot about that. The video game.
Oh.
The meat hooks was... We'll go into that some other time. But for right now, so Darius is in this fight with these three assassins. He gets the belt rapier while Jean-Philippe just pulls out, I don't know. What would a businessman carry as a weapon against assassins, nonetheless?
Cane sword?
He wouldn't have a cane. He didn't have a cane. Would he have a cane?
It's entirely your fault.
Yep, he has a cane. Does he have a cane sword? Dice says yes. Okay, keep saying roll higher than 10. The DC is 10.
A classy ass cane.
Exactly, a rattan cane. So he gives him his belt. He gives him his rapier. His belt rapier. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's the belt buckles that turn to a fucking flexible rapier. So it's like literally, which one do you like, huh?
You'd be like, I can't use either of them.
Well, he can train at least some.
He gets all simple weapons and one martial weapon for his class.
Oh, and cane. Well,
the Bowie knife would constitute as a...
Yeah, but not a belt rapier, nor a cane sword. Well, the cane sword, he should get the cane sword then. A cane sword can...
I can see him whip, if it's a wood chair, bashing it and just throwing it down and grabbing a table leg as a club.
Alright. So Jean-Philippe is going to dual wield, apparently, and he's just like, wait, there are no chairs that close to them. It's only the throne, and that's solid iron. Or was it solid gold? Solid platinum under iron. I think it was platinum under iron. Whatever. Either way, you ain't getting that. But you can get Vaz. So he equips Vaz. He equips the planter. So they engage in honorable fisticuffs with the three assassins.
Honestly, with his level, he would probably just be like, no weapons.
But necromancy, amongst other things, I would think he could.
Yeah. I go to punch. I faint. What? Chill touch.
Shit. What if we brought in Timmy at this point?
No, I was gonna save that Timmy's first appearance for if this goes like shit tits up, and he falls backwards and it falls out of his pocket and he knows what that is and he just scrambles for it and goes.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, so Jean-Philippe is like, I'll take the two ugly ones, you get that one. All right, I'll take the ugly one, you get that one. Which one's the ugly one?
Still trying to do the I need to do this on my own thing, and then where the fuck did fuck it?
Okay, no, I completely, I'm good with that. I can work with that. Okay, so the question is, do they defeat the assassins or whatever?
I think it would end up being a level of attrition before they have to leave because it's probably 3 assassins that are trained to fight.
And tentacled and upgraded by
Jean-Philippe and Darius at...
Well, Darius is at level 1. Jean-Philippe isn't... I mean, he's an executive. He would have certain powers to bear, just to bring to bear, but they're not going to just overcome
he would also be more of a combatant than Darius at this point.
That is true. Speaking of which, do me a favor, roll off against me, roll higher. 15, 19! Philippe dies. So, god damn, this is not good for him.
Okay, but your dice bag.
Philippe is gonna. Oh, you wanna re-roll? I don't mind re-rolling because I kind of want to keep the. Fuck it. I'm God. I'm gonna. Well, a few times I'll say this. I'm the GM. I don't gotta explain shit. I want Philippe to survive because I like the character just the way he built, and I want him to show up again. I want him to... No. You know what? Never mind that.
Yeah.
It's not like we're playing Dungeons & Dragons
Honestly,
anyway.
I could see him getting pretty fucked up from it.
Yeah, but he does survive.
And Darius having to rely on what little, healing spell he might have from the cleric side of his magic.
Outside of necromancy...
the bleeding.
Actually, outside of necromancy... Well, also his life... And his training nonetheless. Outside of necromancy... Basically, Darius technically has the best livelihood for a hero, you realize... I hate to point this out, but it's true. He was raised with the avatar of his high godfather and his overpowered mother, they're both masters of their fucking craft.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I have a hunch that
he's got a pretty blessed origin.
And through this, he may end up losing the illusion of what the illusion in his mind of what it is to serve the balance.
Yeah.
To saying, fuck it, I'm going to be the balance.
Which is a way to start, yeah. But either way, he's going to get put through the grinder. Interesting.
No. Like, there's going to be that anti-hero point in time where he's going to realize that his ideal of what he thinks believes he needs to do is going to get shattered, and he's going to go, I am going to be the answer.
Okay.
Literally, it's gonna be one of those breaking points when he's at his lowest, and like shit, even like in the pit of despair when he's kidnapped by Debbie.
In the pit of despair.
Like after a while, after he's gotten a few levels and shit, and she's gonna have him kidnapped and keep constantly bombarding him with "You will be my avatar. You will be my avatar."
I want it to be like that sequence from Labyrinth. Remember when after Satan kidnaps the girl? And there's that point where he's trying to tempt her with all sorts of different shit.
Oh, Pan's Labyrinth.
No, not Labyrinth. Legend.
Yeah.
My bad, Legend. And yeah, so Satan is tempting her with all these different things, including where she gets tempted to dance with the dress and the demon, and the dress gets on her, and it's just, it's just apple, And I wouldn't mind a sequence like that for Darius. Just she keeps presenting him with all these different temptations of life and death and of his life and how he can get back that perfect world. In fact, I would want there to be kind of an issue that Darius has in adjusting to the real world. It would make more sense to me that even though he is a powerful person and he is certainly of blessed origin, that he suddenly lost the safety and security of that origin, has been thrust into the real world. Yeah, he's been looking forward to it, but that's like...
Oh, yes, the disillusionment.
Yeah, I want him to be disillusioned. And certainly being thrown through a window upon... That's perfect, actually. So they escape Oh. Jean-Philippe is also going to dabble in illusions. So that's how they do it. They're fighting, and they eventually get to the elevator. It's like, hey, fuck you, buddy, as the elevator closes, and the assassins realize they just lost their prey. So
and they just looped around them.
Exactly.
And they go to that elevator.
I want to do that. Like literally, like he's fighting, and then John pulls him back, and while he's still fighting, he's like, "What the hell?" He's all, and then it's like they both walk away. They both tiptoe towards the elevator. It's like tiptoe.
And then that one goes down, and then Jean-Philippe goes,
"Bye, buddy." The fucking elevator's closed, and
bye, mon ami.
Au
revoir, mon ami.
No, au revoir, mes amis. That was it, mes amis. It's plural. So. I like that idea. Now, from there, we can certainly have it be that while Kaegro and GSG are talking...
Welcome to fucking lockdown.
Well, actually, yeah, they would lock the place down, although the assassins would just die. Like, literally, the tentacles just kill them, and then they slither off.
There's evidence there.
That is true, and that's... No, while this is all happening, mind you, Kaegro and GSG has already driven to the shop and are talking to the shop. While they're, believe it or not, this is also how I kind of plot my books too. So.
Beaten ass could call GSG in the middle of it.
Yes and no. I want to purposely break his smartphone. Several reasons why. I want them to go to
spell.
Not if he's that weak. I want them to go to Jean-Philippe's because at this point in time, Jean-Philippe has the sacred mission of safeguarding Kaegro's son. So he's going to take him to where he feels the safest, which is at his own house, where he has wards and potions and shit. At this point in time, he can't even trust the rest of Brownstone Group. He could possibly trust the other 9 Kaegro fanatics, but they're all off on missions elsewhere.
I wouldn't say fanatics. I would say believers.
Cultists, whatever. No.
Investors.
They're people. He can't trust.
Investors.
He can trust the other 9 investors, but they're all out on missions anyway. He was the only one there, and it was a chance that he was the one. Outside of necromancy, they each have their own specialty too. He has illusion. One guy has battle magia. Another guy's an elementalist. Invocations. Yeah, one guy's a conjurer. Yeah. So either way, he got the illusionist. So Jean-Philippe, I want them to go to Jean-Philippe's house for several reasons. One, it's going to cause Jean-Philippe to have to go to sleep and be knocked out for a little bit, and it'll also safeguard him. I don't want him to die anymore. I like that character. I'm not going to kill that character. I like that character. He's cool.
I'm sorry. I gave him a name and I made him likable.
Yes, you did. The moment you gave him dreads and gave him a name, and I'm like, and the character just to life in my head. And I don't want to kill him anymore. Not right now, at least. Maybe later on when his death is worth it.
Mon ami, I believe I have gotten blood all over my $5,000 shirt. My dry cleaner will never clean this.
Oh wow!
I will have to burn it when I get home.
It's like fucking silkworm. It's pure silkworm shirts. So.
It is silk from the butt of baby worms.
So they arrange a ride. He literally is like, I live near here, but let's get a ride. Just take one of the company cars. Let's go. So they, under the cloak of secrecy, he gets him to his house while he tends to his wounds, and Darius makes certain that he drinks a couple of the ready-made potions that he has. Because of course he's an alchemist, and they're all alchemists.
Mages are almost all.
It's what they do. So he has his own health potions, and that'll keep him alive. But he has to be conked out for a few hours. So the last thing he says is
honestly, that would actually be something Darius would do while he's out, would be stitch him up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, that is one of his big skills, because I did the Pathfinder thing, and they actually have the healing skill.
Yeah.
Or the medicine skill.
But even more so, his training. Combat medicine, in the very least. Battle medicine and that kind of thing. That you don't need freaking magic to sew up a wound. Stitch up a wound.
He just rummage around the house trying to find anything he could turn into a needle and thread if he didn't find a needle and thread.
Exactly. Although he'd find it. I mean, he would have a med kit in his bathroom, and that would probably be the last thing he would say is med kit, bathroom, and then pass out. And he was like, okay, and that's when he finds the health potion.
Darius would just crack his knuckles. Let's go to work.
Biggest, dickest potion in the fucking in the bedroom. Now, here's the question. Here's my question. I think Darius would actually, at that point in time, would Darius hunker down, or would Darius go looking for an ally? Because I think he would actually go looking for... I would want him to go looking for an ally, but would he do that?
He would reach out for the people that he knows his dad told him to trust.
Then that would mean he would go to the shop.
He would...
They also know that Kaegro did go to the shop. So he would go to the shop because he knows for a fact that Kaegro and GSG went to the shop. It was in the notes before they got attacked by the assassins.
But he also knows that if they were after him, because, as far as honestly, it all depends on how the fight would go. If they would focus their attacks on Darius.
Obviously. I'm not going to say obviously. You're right.
Or Jean-Philippe. I mean,
the other thing is neither
you would actually think if they were focused on him, he would be like, they were after me.
But that's the other thing. Neither Jean-Philippe nor Darius would know who Debbie is, or the fact that those are Debbie tentacle assassins. Debbie tentacle assassins. We're right back to the book 1 with the Vatican Warlock assassins. Huh?
Splinters.
I've used that term before, but yeah.
Shards.
Tentacle? No, because her tentacles are inside each one. She can possess up to 5 people as a nod to the original Tiamat design.
Honestly, if it higher powered people, yes. But anything like
okay, so she basically
mundane people, she could have an army of.
She basically has 4 tentacles for 4, which I like the number 4 anyway. So 4 tentacles for 4 generals, and then the 5th tentacle she splits off into raising an army. And that's only the people she can possess. Let's not forget she can summon those mutant fucking Uruk-hai dragons. You know, these are 2 dragons. But Uruk-hai are 2
honestly, with her power level, her vagina is dark and full of terrors. She would just will them into existence. You know,
basically we created Yog-Sothoth and the Black Goat and the 1,000 Young as a nod to that. I'm just saying. So I have no trouble with this.
But literally, she could literally pull a Red Witch on that.
Oh, I just saw a scene that just made me almost go damn near orgasmic. She's literally walking amongst her petitioners. I giveth life, and then she slashes a guy's throat open. And I take it out of the way. Oh, I like that.
Literally, if she's a mother of evil, in that sense, she would be able to generate at least enforcers on her own accord.
Yes and no, yes and no, yes and no.
Even at a cost of having to eat her worshippers.
Here's the thing. Consider, if you will, that now.
Or if you really want,
I like how we went straight.
She can shove them back up her clown hole, rebirth them, and name them.
I don't want to talk about unbirthing, you fuck. So, no dead alive shit here, please. One thing I do need to point out. Now, I love how we went from all that shit that's going on with Darius right back to Debbie, which is what the initial thing of this story was. This podcast was.
Trust me, it's a hard steer.
Yeah, the Creche of Darkness. Now, she herself is born of the bitter darkness of chaos itself, and I would rather her...
Oh, and she's a feminazi.
Let's not go that far.
No, it's just fuck.
I know.
Well, no.
Your usual fuck SJW thing.
No, it's just the bitterness, the bitter darkness.
Well, but consider, if you will, that I would rather... it's more poignant for her to have only 1 or 2 heralds. Only 1 or 2 children that are born from her body, and that would be Kaegro. For me, as a writer, I would think that has more poignancy, and she just summons her monstrosities from the dark. You know what I mean? Literally, darkened mini dragon.
That's
creatures.
her portal?
No! I'm just saying.
No, I get where you're coming from.
The poignancy of it is more poignant for her to have only 1 or 2 offspring. And even though, remember, Kaegro's brother is still stuck on Neo. Oh my god, Neo Tokyo. Remember, Yoshida's... Okay, according to you guys, North Boy's original character was Kaegro's brother. And he was a part of that thing, too.
Surrogate brothers.
Was it surrogate? I thought he was also...
he was half Red Dragon.
So he wasn't Tiamat's son?
No.
Okay. Either way, I like the idea of her...
They were a surrogate family. They chose each other.
Okay. No, I have it. Kaegro has a brother. Kaegro has a brother who broke off of... he was basically the prototype to Kaegro. The reason why she raped that drow and controlled Kaegro so much was because she once fell in love with a hero and she birthed him a stalwart warrior who basically, when her darker side came over, defeated her the first time. The stalwart hero did, the son did. So when the son broke off, he just basically took off and fucked off into another realm. He became an overpowered. This makes a precedence for that to be in the bloodline. And even more so, Kaegro can actually team up with this fuck at some point in time later on. Something to consider. I have a brother. You wanted Robin Hood. There's your Robin Hood shit. So Will Scarlet's fucking off somewhere. But in the meantime, because of him fucking off somewhere, when she regained enough power and was able to
that would be the psychic beacon of...
No, she can't feel him.
No, him.
Oh, of Kaegro.
No, Kaegro's brother going... Since he's an OP... He could feel the...
I wonder.
Bitch.
But that's the thing. He doesn't have Kaegro's emo-ness regarding their mother. To him, remember, I did mention that the mother raised him properly until her evil just came out. Like, she always had little things like feeding them cat pies or something. I don't know. Like, mother, where's my cat? leftovers.
It ran away.
You liked the leftovers, didn't you? You know, little things that were kind of different, but the stalwart hero that married her to begin with was like, the son had to fight the father to defeat the mother. So after committing fratricide, what is that? What is
fratricide? Patricide and matricide.
So it is fratricide.
No. Fratricide is your brother.
Oh,
that was Cain and Abel.
Yeah, matricide is your mother. Patricide is your father. What is it when you do both? Is it kinslayer?
Yes.
Oh my God! So his brother is the kinslayer. He's just the kinslayer. He's out there killing other people's
the question is, would he have taken the dark path about doing that after he realized he killed his parents? And
in my head, I see shining silver plate or full plate armor and a massive fucking sword. Basically, his father's armor, and that's Kaegro's brother.
His brother's Baphomet.
No, you could do that though.
That's why they always bug each other so much.
But Baphomet knows this, but Kaegro doesn't.
Yes.
Or Baphomet never realized.
No, well.
Here's the thing: Baphomet cannot be felt by. Okay, I'm not even saying Kaegro's brother anymore. I'm just saying Baphomet. It's done. Baphomet is his older brother, the Platinum, nonetheless. He went from the Silver Warrior into the Platinum Dragon, higher Dragon God.
He's an overpowered that poses as a deity.
No, he's not overpowered. He's a higher god. But either way, no. Although there is an overpowered version of Bahamut, but I forget. I think it was in Meat Hooks actually, is where he shows up, and that's actually before or after the Generalist. No, that's after. That's after.
Well, actually, you could. He could have been in his chrysalis stage while fucking around with Kaegro.
You also have a point with that. But either way, the emo-ness that occurs in Kaegro doesn't occur in Bahamut because he was raised properly, just kind of different. Until finally he had to slay his kin.
Whereas
Kaegro, was right from the beginning manipulated and fucked with. But it was because of her experiment with Bahamut that she did that to Kaegro. It's not Bahamut's fault.
That was just a twist I thought would be hilarious and fucked up.
I'm keeping that shit, by the way. That's canon now. It's mine. So Baphomet, the Platinum, is now Kaegro's older brother. So, but here's the thing, though.
Baphomet, the Silver Silk.
But here's the thing, though. Baphomet may be able to feel Debbie, but he actually doesn't have a place in Neo Tokyo or Neo Los Angeles at all. Remember, he's still stuck on in Neo Tokyo handling Unit 13. This is during that same time as Unit 13. And even more so, Debbie wouldn't be able to feel him. Part of the problem is that, once again, Baphomet achieved his godhood when he defeated his parents. So that was one of the things
he unknowingly took it by force.
Yeah, and even then she wasn't able to feel him to begin with. But then that occurred, and then he just never shows up on her radar. If I ever do bring Baphomet or Kaegro brings Baphomet,
he took more. I could see him taking after more of the father.
Yeah,
which is why she can't sense him, where she poured more of herself into Kaegro.
You have a point. Okay, good. That's good. I'll do that.
Because she only took the seed and everything else about Kaegro, she forged herself.
Yeah. Later on, I'm going to want to do a thing where we do reveal Baphomet's his brother, and he does, I have a brother, and
I can see Kaegro being like, Kaegro coming back to Neo Tokyo to rally his forces to go through the portal. Hey, guess what? What? I'm your brother.
I have a brother. Oh, I just want to do a Robin Hood situation where he just hugs Will Scarlet, but Will Scarlet's like, our father loved you more than he loved me. Except for it's like, well, my mother hated you more than she hated me. But I could see Baphomet being... What I really want to do is I want Kaegro to forcibly summon Baphomet into the world of Neo Los Angeles. For no other reason, I think it would be so cool. They're in the middle of battle, and Kaegro is trying to even the score, and just... Here comes the fucking...
Actually, I could see... like one of the lower ranking overpowereds in the area getting knocked out, and Kaegro, while he's unconscious, controlling his mind and making him rip his face and going, "Get in here, Baphomet!" and then letting him go as the rip seals.
I just like the idea of closing the Debbie saga with not the shop and exactly being the victors here, but rather Kaegro, Baphomet, and Darius because you got Kaegro with the light side. Kaegro with the dark side, Baphomet with the light side. You got Darius in the middle in between, and it's the perfect final nail in the coffin of Debbie, so to speak. Maybe she'll show up later on, but she'll never show up in Neo Tokyo or Neo Los Angeles. That's for damn certain. Like she wouldn't be able to show up in that dimension, completely denied. You know what I mean?
No, that's just a little blip that popped in my head. That's an OP getting knocked out and Kaegro going, I wonder what this is like.
I wonder what this is like. And
what are you doing? He's still alive.
He's still alive. I didn't kill him. He's mine.
While sitting there focusing, as the OP's hand just goes, and
oh shit!
It's ripping the dimensions right to Bathmat himself.
That is dope.
And he just goes, sticks his hand in there and rips him out, and he's like,
"Get over here!"
Wait! Oh, I feel weird. Why?
Shit.
Why do you? Oh, that's right. You don't have any followers here. Who's the bitch now, Bathmat? You know, moment of
Bathmat. Yeah. A Step Brothers moment. Ball for
his skinny ass flexing like Tordek. Who's the baby now?
Flex like Tordek. We're gonna break for now, and actually, I'm gonna stop this recording completely and then restart a new one so we continue.
I gotta go check on.